Yes guys, it's Tom here and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video I'm going to be taking you through a training session that I did the other day, and it was focusing on my weaknesses that I found during quarantine. Now I'm not sure whether they're my weaknesses during a match, because last season I would say shooting was probably one of my strengths, but it hasn't been during quarantine, so that's what I'm going to be working on now. So the first part of this session was primarily control based, so as you can see I'm just warming up here with a few keepy ups. I did around 100, and then I move on to single leg juggles. So what I'll do is I'll just continually do as many as I can on that foot without dropping it. If I drop it I'll pick it up and go again until I've hit 100. And then shortly I switch here to my left foot and I do the same. My left foot's not as good, but I'm working on it, and that's the point, to improve. So after that I moved into pyramid juggles, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you go one juggle on your right, one on your left, two on your right, two on your left, three on your right, three on your left, and so on, and I go all the way up to 10, and then once I've hit 10 I'll then come back down, so I'll go 10 right, 10 left, 9 left, 9 right, like that. And I'll just go, and even if I drop it I'll continue from where I started, because I'm just getting that muscle memory and repetition in, and it will build control over time. After that I go to above knee height juggles, because that's more match realistic in terms of control, and I'll just do 100 of those. Next I went into headers. Now this is quite difficult, so I only tend to do 50 because you drop it quite often, as you can see here, but it's just developing the control with all parts of your body. Then we move into side footed juggles. These are quite difficult as well, so you end up dropping it quite a lot, but you just do 50 of these. Finally I just did some normal juggling before I'd hit it up, and then continue juggling, and then I did that for about 5 minutes before moving into the next bit of control work. So here what I would do was just boot it up and work on bringing it down first time, getting it as controlled as possible, because this is just obviously going to work your control, because it's literally focusing on only bringing the ball down. After a while I went into chest control. Here I'll just throw it up, bring it down on my chest, and I'm trying to keep it as close to my body as possible. And then shortly after I move into bringing it down with the chest and turning onto it with different feet, as you'll see in a minute. Here we go. So I bring it down, and that one was a fail, but this time I bring it down, turn into it, and then fake a shot. And I do the same on my left foot here. So next I moved into bringing it down in the box and turning it in different directions with the ball first time, because if you can get that touch to bring it where you want it in a game, then that's so crucial. So we went quite a few different directions. We went left and right, sometimes we went backwards, sometimes we went forwards, and I'm just working on getting it down as cleanly as possible with a touch. And then we moved into doing it with the outside of our feet as well, just working the touch with all parts of our foot. Now we moved into the shooting. Now I really wanted to work on my accuracy, so what I was doing was not using much power, and I'd cut inside and place it with the inside of my foot and place it into the corners where I've put 2 cones, which I'd want to get it inside of those corners. So as you can see, I'm not using too much power, but I'm just placing it away from where goalkeepers probably wouldn't be able to get it. And then once again we switched that up and we went into doing the opposite, where we cut on the outside and drag it across. Now I wasn't happy with that attempt there, so I redid it, and I want to drag it across into the corner like that one, and I did that on both sides. We'd do that quite a few reps and keep going to get that like down, and I'm trying to keep it down as much as possible. It will go up and sometimes you will miss, but if you keep working then you're more likely to hit it more and more often. Finally, I moved on to penalties. Now this is something I just wanted to practice because I quite like to be on penalties with my next teams. Now obviously I'm only using my right foot here because you're not going to be using your weak foot to take penalties, but I'm still going both sides of the goal trying to get it in those corners. Now I'm just showing you every single penalty I took here, so there will be some misses. I think there's one bad one where I'm not quite sure when, but I just absolutely fluff it. But most of these are going in the corners where I want them to. So as these last penalties play out, I just want to say thank you for watching the video. If you've made it this far, make sure you write penalties down in the comment section below so that I know you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like the video. Until next time, keep training.